Modern Warfare is out, Nate. Drew and Scott got to tackle the single player. Me and you get to hop into the multiplayer.
Yes. All right, dude, so we got into the Call of Duty multiplayer.
We did.
For Modern Warfare, of course. And, you know, we're the COD guys.
Yes.
I've played every COD since Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yeah, I've only missed a couple. I've only missed a couple, but I'm you know, through and through a COD fan, 100%.
And, like, through and through, TDM all the way. That's our jam. So hopping into this, I really liked it, man. I was pleasantly surprised with the experience.
Yeah, you know what? We got a kind of an early taste with the beta about a month and a bit ago now, and we got to, you know, test out a couple of the new maps and just kind of got a general sense on how this game's gonna feel upon release. And now that we got our hands on it, let me tell you, I said it back when we played the beta, but now I feel a lot more confident saying it now. This does feel like a COD game that I was used to playing, you know, 5, 6, 7 years ago. And I'm not saying that is a bad thing. That's when the COD games, that's when I was addicted to COD. I'd come home and I'd play COD till I went to bed. I'd stay up all night. You know, it was one of those things where it really hooked me right away. And this multiplayer just kind of really brought me back to that. It felt the same way. Obviously, we're playing different maps. Everything looks different. By the way, this game looks beautiful. I thought the environments, all the maps, the weapons, the way the guns sound, everything in this game that they brought into this looked really polished.
That's just, like, Call of Duty's always been polished, but every year it seems like they continue to, like, just make
a little bit of tweaks, right?
So, okay, let's talk about the game modes. We got all the same kind of thing, except for we have realism mode. Now, it used to be called hardcore mode.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different now. I hopped into that a bit, but I'm not.
I was never huge into the hardcore because honestly, I was probably never hardcore enough to be good at it, but it is definitely a fun style of game mode, and the fact that they kind of brought it back, but they tweaked it a little bit this time around. It's not the exact same setup as hardcore used to be, and plus we actually get like a night vision mode as well, which also has a reduced heads-up display and that kind of thing. And the night vision in this game is like,
cool.
The guys touched on it in the single player. I know there's quite a bit of night vision there, but in the multiplayer, there's a night vision game mode, and you can play the entire round at night. And let me tell you, like, it's hard to play during the day sometimes, but at night, it's tough.
Oh, absolutely, man. Like, there's a lot of times where, like, kind of like most CODs, if you're looking down somewhere pretty far and like someone's just crouching in the bush, you just get smashed.
Oh yeah, you don't see it.
And in the night mode, it's a little more like that, but there's nothing wrong with it. Honestly, I thought it was a great just addition to the multiplayer.
Well, it was one of those things you didn't quite necessarily expect when you hopped in, especially when you're looking at the list of game modes, because we see all these game modes that we're used to. You know, our domination, we've got headquarters, search and destroy, classic one. New one though, gunfight.
This is, I think, this is the highlight for me in the multiplayer.
So this is kind of a whole new game mode we've never seen before in a COD game, and it's a 2v2 kind of 3-lane, small, I would almost say like speedball, paintball style arenas, most of these, right? There's a couple outdoor maps, but for the most part, the kind of indoor built-in ones, you know, feel like a paintball arena.
Yeah, man, it's tight quarters, it's evenly balanced because every 2 rounds, your loadout switches. So both teams start with the same
2 weapons. Yeah.
So whether it's shotguns and pistols with throwing knives, or like a sniper rifles, or pistols and fists.
Pistols and fists. Yeah, I know.
So I just, for me, this is where this game absolutely shines. I could see this getting quite competitive. Hopefully
for
in the future,
sure. Because it has a 6-round. Kind of layout, so you have to, the first team to win 6 rounds goes ahead and wins the entire match.
And it's elimination. So.
Exactly, and these are quick rounds. Like, you see the guy right from spawn, so you're going after him right away, and it doesn't take much to get killed in this game mode either. But let me tell you, like, there's this competitive aspect to it that I can just see this is gonna get taken a little bit farther. You see some of the popular streamers playing this game and playing this particular game mode, and you can see how competitive this style of gameplay can be. And it's like, I could see this going somewhere with this game mode.
Oh, totally, 100%. And in future Call of Duties, yes.
Oh, gunfight,
I don't think
please.
We're gonna get another blackout where it just is not there anymore, but I love gunfight.
Yeah, gunfight's great.
Dude, one of the most negative things I could probably say, and really the only one, is that the maps, for me personally, they're not necessarily bad, but there just weren't as many memorable maps. There's a couple maps that are good, but man, back in like Black Ops, when you get firing range. You always remember firing range because it's just like the staple of COD. And I'm not complaining that they didn't bring back all these old maps, which we might get for free.
Oh yeah.
Right? So it just, that's the one thing it was lacking. Just a couple of the maps, it was just a Camp Central, which I thought...
It's happening.
It's happening.
Yeah.
But that's probably my biggest thing.
And you know what? And it's one of those things where we're getting these COD maps, and yeah, we always have those memorable maps, but maybe we don't have them yet because we don't know which one is that map yet. You know what I mean? But again, it's one of those things where you kind of wish it grabs you right away, like you knew this is going to be your map. This is the map that you're going to dominate. You know the spots already, that kind of thing. So maybe for us, it's just a little more working through this. But again, there's a few more maps to discover on this because we have another new game mode, and we'll say new, it's just kind of changed from what it used to be. We have a ground war, which pots, I believe, 32-32, and it is wild. Like you think Battlefield, gigantic, lots of people going on, but that's a bit of a slower paced game. And then you throw this kind of fast paced COD into this style of gameplay on this map with tanks, helicopters, kill streaks. Yeah. So all I suggest is if you're gonna play this mode, you just turn off that little audio cue, because for the entirety of the match, you will hear nothing but personal radar launch, personal radar, UAV, airstrike. It's actually busy. Overwhelming. Yeah, it's busy.
And that's kind of what this game mode for me is, in a nutshell, is overwhelming. It's not really my cup of tea. It's just really big and chaotic and fast, and I like just the classic kind of.
Yeah, it's an interesting take to see how they want to kind of adapt the COD gameplay into a larger scale and a larger match. We'll see how this one pans out through the entirety. They've already released a new map for Ground War, also a new map for just the regular multiplayer maps, or
honestly,
multiplayer rotation.
It's probably my new favorite map.
It's actually a really good map.
This last thing I'm going to touch up on is that they've promised lots of new free stuff. No season pass, no loot boxes. There's a little bit of a rumor talking about 38 maps coming for free, which I don't even care if we get half that. That is amazing.
That is good.
So just Activision and Call of Duty franchise as a whole have listened this time around, I think, through and through what Drew and Scott talked about, the campaign, and now us about this awesome multiplayer experience.
Yeah, we've got to score this one just on the multiplayer and what we've experienced. What do you got to score it?
All right, so I've already gossed a lot about it, but graphically, the audio of the game, just the feel of the game, and the new gunfight mode. 9 out of 10, man.
You're right there. You know what? I'm right there with you because, like I said, it's this nostalgia that I want to play. I want to get hooked. And right now, this game's got me. I'm having a blast. I love the new game modes, the way this game looks, plays, feels. It's everything I think a COD player wants it to be. I'm right there with you with a 9. Call of Duty Modern Warfare's multiplayer is your classic COD experience. The new 2v2 gunfight game mode is fast-paced and will keep you on your toes. The large-scale ground war game mode is a nice new addition as well. Fans of the COD online experience will really enjoy this new installation.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos.